Hey guys, I wanted to share some core values. I think it's important as we live our lives to make sure that we have some core values so that when things come up, we already know our answer and it's not a struggle. These are not personal things, but rather more generic. But I think it's important for you to know your core values, at least know some of them. And so I wanted to give you a couple of mine, just because maybe you are already following them or you're not, maybe it'll be helpful. I'm gonna try to do 3. We'll see where we get. But one of mine is to take work serious, take God serious, but don't take yourself too serious. Because fun should be a part of this adventure with God. Fun should be a key component in following Him. Because if it's boring and it's dull, like nobody's trying to live that kind of life. We're all trying to fight against that life. That's why we're constantly like, what's next? What's the new thing? What's this? What's this? The new thing. Like, let's go watch this new movie. Because we're all seeking fun. And I think Jesus is fun. I think He's a very fun guy. I think that He knew how to have fun. I think He laughed with the disciples. I'm sure that they have all kinds of inside jokes that I'm gonna ask about when we get to heaven. But the important thing is that you do take Him seriously. You take His word seriously, and you cling to it and you hold to it as like a weight in your life, that you fear Him, you reverence Him. And you take work serious. You be integrous. You be on time to work. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So that's one of my core values. Another one is resting. I think sometimes, especially for me, because I really enjoy productivity. I just said that, so I just hold myself accountable to that. But I do enjoy productivity. I enjoy seeing results, and I enjoy the feeling of like the way that I'm living is changing the world. But it's essential for every person to rest. And I think that word kind of like scares us a little bit, because in our minds, rest means doing nothing. When the truth is, rest has nothing to do with nothing. Rest is just a posture of heart. So I could still be doing something and still be at rest. And so it's okay to take days to rest. Sabbaths are great. Hiding your phone, whatever that looks like. I know you're just like, did she say hide my phone? I sure did say hide your phone. I hide my phone, hopefully, and I try to do my best for at least an hour every morning during my quiet time, because it becomes super distracting. But that's another core value that we won't get to. But rest is essential for the soul and being restored. The Lord says to make sure that you're restoring yourself. It is His job to restore you, but it's also partnering with Him. Like for me, I love going on hikes. I love going to the mountains. I went yesterday with my best friend and we hiked. And it was very refreshing for me to get off of my phone, get off of my emails, and just plug into God, plug into whoever I'm with, and be present. So rest is essential. Another one that is like one of my favorite ones, but also one of the hardest ones to do, is to stay hungry for God. Living in a world full of so much pressure and so much like you need to know what's going on in your life, and you need to know your 10-year plan and all this stuff, and you're fighting constantly to have it all figured out. But the truth is, you're not gonna have it figured out. I don't have it figured out. You're not gonna have it figured out. Your mom and dad don't have it figured out. Quite frankly, nobody. We're just putting the persona that we all have it together. The truth is in all of that, you can stay hungry for God, and you can stay on fire for God. In Romans 12:1, it says that you become the living sacrifice. What am I talking about? Well, in the Old Testament, we see that they would take goats, lambs, or whatever animals they had, and they would sacrifice them to God. But now on this side of the cross, in the new covenant, God says, you are the living sacrifice. And so the more you put yourself on the altar, the more on fire you'll be. You'll never lose your passion. You'll never lose your zealousness for God. You're always gonna want His heartbeat, His wisdom, and His way. When you're constantly putting yourself, saying, God, cleanse me. Like Psalm says, clean me, put a right spirit within me. And so I fight against complacency. Like if I'm watching too much TV, and this isn't legalism. I think sometimes they're like, well, you're legalistic. No, I'm in love. And when you're in love, you'll do whatever it takes to maintain love. So if you're married, or if you want to be married, because goes beyond just your spirituality, you're gonna have to learn how to put yourself on the altar over and over and over again to keep that love on fire. And so those are some things that I do to fight complacency. I'll fast. I will consecrate myself for whatever time that looks like. Or maybe I just pull off social media. Whatever that looks like, I'm constantly saying, God, how can I keep this fire going? not because I'm working for your love, but because I'm already loved. My love has been established. It was established at the cross. But now because I'm in love, what can I do out of being with you to empty myself and say, God, I want more of you. Like I'm full, but I'm not satisfied. I want more. If John 10:10 says that the abundant life is promised to me, like what do I have to do to run until I feel that abundance? Wholeness within myself. Those core values for me help me make decisions. They help me know who I am, and they help me run at the future. Like, come on, God, like, let's do this. So I hope that encourages you. Let me know what your core values are. I would love to hear what you do and how you kind of structure your life to follow him. Have a great day.